I never realized how like this could be like good. Like I don't know, this landscape viewpoint, it's not that bad. What's up, YouTube? It's Dre's Hip Hop, and this is very clean, straight through, cut, no edit type video. You know what I'm saying? Doing this because of the fact that I apologize. I apologized in the past before. I apologize again. I'm gonna keep apologizing until I figure this out because I wanted to do an epic vlog. I actually had clips, I had B-roll, I had shots of me and my girlfriend. And every time the day comes around where I'm like, you know what, this is the day for, sitting down and getting that vlog done, it don't get done. Just gonna be honest with you, it just don't get done. So right now I'm sitting in the parking lot where I chose our car at. And I just wanted to come on here and just tell y'all that I do apologize. It's not like I'm abandoning y'all for any particular reason. My finances are getting better. I will say that. A situation has occurred. So I won't be doing photography until I know for sure I'm moving. That's where I'm at right now with photography. And by moving, I mean like more so moving into a different apartment. It don't gotta be like moving to Georgia. It's just moving to a different apartment. Just because of the fact that there was something that has happened, and I'm not gonna lie, I just don't feel comfortable. My girlfriend wants me to be comfortable inside the house. I'm comfortable to a certain degree at this point. I just can't. I can't. It's very hard to be comfortable in a home with other people, and you're sharing a different. You're sharing a space with other people. Like even the person room I create content in is shared with other people. Not it's mainly me and my girlfriend, but it's still shared with other people. Like I don't necessarily have control when somebody can come in and come out. Like it's weird. And I'm not just saying like, oh, it's my girlfriend's fault or anything, because I honestly don't believe it's my girlfriend's fault. In the context of like a lot of the situations that either has transpired, is transpired, etc. It's just one of those like, yo, listen, I just gotta wait till I move. I don't feel it. I gotta wait till I move. Like prior, there was a video I was making like, oh, you gotta be comfortable in the space that you're in, etc. Yada yada. And to that video, I still believe that. But I believe that in the sense of like, if you want something done, or if you want to make like progress in your work or in your field, then yeah, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So in the sense of like me making YouTube content or dance content or whatever content I want to make, yeah, I gotta put myself in that position to make myself uncomfortable because I want that a lot. Photography, I know what I want from photography, and I just can't succumb to myself doing it the way I want to do it in the space that I'm in. One, because I don't want that bad, and that, I guess that's fair. But as far as like the dancing, music, and whatnot, I'm still doing that. I've actually made a few songs already that I'm looking forward to releasing next year. But yeah, I'm just in this backup space. I'm just in this like, I'm gonna back up because I was getting comfortable. I was putting stuff downstairs. I was cleaning a lot more, being more involved, and then something happened. I was like, you know what? Everything went back upstairs. Throw everything right into me and my girlfriend room, throw everything into the room that I create stuff in or have my clothes in per se. I won't go into details of what obviously that is. One, because I also believe that it might violate YouTube guidelines, but two, I just don't, I don't think I really need to say too much about that. It's just one of those, like, I didn't expect to, walk into something that I didn't, I just didn't expect that to happen. Twice that happened in my life. I never wish it did. I'll tell you that right now. Never wish it did. So shout out to everybody in the Discord, obviously, because y'all always been rocking with me and sticking with me, and y'all still in the Discord chatting it up. So I know it's been a long time. It's been a while. I'm working on finding not even a time to like chat with y'all, but just create content for y'all outside of like the dancing. aspect and whatnot. And I have been doing some testing with some AI. If you haven't seen my YouTube shorts, it's weird because people like it, but the views don't reflect on how I usually get traction. Obviously, everybody knows it's AI. You can kind of pretty tell it's AI. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm actually in the middle of, like I said, I just parked here where I charged my car. I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm gonna grab something to eat from McDonald's. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to because that's the cheapest thing I can think of right now. DoorDash for the day and make some more content for you guys. That's the plan. I don't know if that's gonna exactly happen. I think my girlfriend works tonight. That's another thing too. I never really even get to that part. I will be starting a new job in a matter of a few weeks. So there's a lot of shifting going on. There's a lot more readjusting and rebalancing I have to do as well. The job is a bit more demanding, but not as demanding as it seems. It's an Amazon DSP job. And for those who don't know, it's pretty much delivering packages to people. That's really what it is. You had the option to technically do it on your own terms, which obviously you set your own schedule. You pick up X amount of packages and you know do delivery on that terms. Or you go through the actual company and then they pay you a rate, hourly rate, everything deducted by taxes, etc., yada yada. And you have a set amount of deliveries you have to make a day. Essentially, it's me what I do for DoorDash. But instead of buying groceries for people or picking up fast food for people, I'm just taking packages and dropping them off, scanning them, make sure they're to their location and yada yada. So I'll be doing that, which that is, and I say like it's demanding, but it's not demanding because the amount of money, if I were to DoorDash the way I was supposed to DoorDash, and my janitor job will be equivalent to working this one job, and I'm working slightly less hours for that. At the same time, well, not even slightly less. I'm doing a lot less because I won't be working every day of the week just to make up the money or pay off the debt that I've been paying off because I'm buying my girlfriend stuff, which I'm stop doing because she wants more memories and material things. So I'm like, okay, I hear you, loud and clear. I'm not stopping, but lowering the amount of. So there's that. Like I'm trying. But yeah, the Amazon job is a full-time job, at least I signed up for, and it's 10-hour shifts. So ideally I'll be working 4 days a week instead of my janitor job, which I'm working 5, and then my door dashing, which usually is a daily job for me. But like I said, once I switch over to this, I'll be making same and or greater amount than the two jobs combined for one for less days of the week, which also means, you guessed it, more content. Once I adjust though, more content. Damn, there's so much I haven't taught you guys. That's why I wanted to make the mega vlog. I don't want to make this video too long either, so I'm gonna wrap this up right now. I got into an accident. It wasn't my fault. Claim says it wasn't my fault. Insurance says it wasn't my fault. Yada yada yada. What happened was we were not we as in like somebody was with me, but we as in me and the person that hit me. We were in traffic, and you know I was slowing down to the car that was in front of me because I thought that car was slowing down too. But then I come to realize, and mind you, it was dark out, so it's kind of really hard to tell. They braked, so they slowed down for a bit, and then they braked. I was like, oh shit! So I like hit a hard brake, and then I was good for a second or two. Then I hear a noise behind me, and obviously a minute or two later, well, almost a minute later, couldn't find out somebody rear-ended me. It wasn't like a hard hit, but it was enough to like crack the back of my car, put one of my taillights out of place, and now my sensor, when I back up to let me know if something's behind me, is out of alignment. Like the camera is fine, but the warning shows, oh, there's something there. And I look back, I'm like, there's nothing there. Even on camera, there's nothing there. So I don't know what to tell you. But that's pretty much all I got. And I almost forgot on the subject of the AI conversation that I didn't really touch upon. So yeah, people are not really messing with the AI as much as I expect them to, but it's still a slow process. I'm still tweaking and tampering with it. I'm kind of more so using it as clips to promote the music, but I do want to create something from it. I don't know what yet. Something that helps me push the brand more. And also I've noticed that, shout out to the whole 100K, 119K on that one video. That was the first time, if I can recall properly, I'd done something so simple, yet still on point and very short, to the point where a lot of y'all liked that video. And then I realized, why am I going so hard? Why am I doing the most work right now? And I say that because I look at Chris Brown, I look at T-Pain, I look at Michael Jackson, I look at a lot of people that do dance in a performance setting. And no discredit to anybody that actually does go hard on TikTok, YouTube, etc. Y'all still doing y'all thing. I see it. Like, it's not like I don't see it. There's still people that are famous for it. But on the topic of, for somebody that wants to be this performer, one of the greatest of all times, and the conversation of like consistency will be the key to a lot of my, what I need to do. I'm realizing, like, what's wrong with being simple? And the people I mentioned, the celebrities I mentioned, if you really go back to the performances, because some will argue like, oh my God, like that was hard, etc. Like, yeah, but realistically, it's not like non-doable. It's not non-doable. It's like, it's for them, it's more precision, having fun, and keeping it in a nice, calm rate so they don't burn themselves out. Me going hard, I could burn myself out in a minute. But if I was doing what I was doing in that video, which I plan on doing in other videos, me burning out won't be until maybe like 40 minutes later. That's a large gap between the two. Like, I can go hard and maybe get the 1,000 and whatnot views I have been getting. But then if I keep it simple, then here's 19K. And even then, when I try to do, more simple stuff, though it's still in like 1,000 range, it's still a bit more than, the ones I've actually put per se effort behind as far as like movement. So that's a message for anybody in similar boat to me, to say like, yo, just keep everything simple. Even this video is simple. Even the music I'm gonna be making, I'm gonna start leaning more towards simplicity. Like, just to keep everything consistent, just to be on a consistent rate of progress, and then work on tweaking the simple factors and make it look a lot more like, damn, like he really went in. I just kept whatever that was simple. Not too hard. I mean, it's hard, but it's not too hard in the sense of like, once you can do it well, dim it down. That's all. I think that's really the strat. Once you can do it well, dim it down. So you want to go all the way as high as you can, learn the learn the transitions, learn the movement, learn how one does it, and then once you get into that boat of like, okay, I understand, dim it down. Not like a lot, but just dim it down some. So where it's like, you can kind of do this in your sleep type-ish, or you can do this without having to put so much input into it. And then there's that like sweet spot, and I think that's what people love a lot. It's that sweet spot. That's that spot I'm gonna start aiming for. So moving forward, as the content, yeah, you're gonna see more of that from me. But let me go ahead, got something to eat. DoorDash. I think it's past breakfast, so I'm gonna have to definitely get lunch now. I'm hungry. And also, before I do go, I keep saying this a lot. Excuse me. Normally I would have edited that out. I talked to ChatGPT. Y'all gonna love this, but y'all not gonna like this. You'll be like, Dredge, you just got a car. How are you gonna turn around and talk about when you get another car? So the plan is, if I start roughly now to start saving for not only me moving out into another apartment, but for another car, I could trade in this current car I have now and get my Tesla. Reason why I said that, because literally a few days later, after the situation I said I got into an accident, I almost ran somebody over. And I believe that if I had the Tesla, because of the features, the safety features that it has, I know it has, I would not have had that situation happen. And when I mean like almost had the accident, like the person put their hand on the hood of the car. Like, I actually pulled over to see they're, going to be fine, or they want to talk, etc. They just kept walking, so I'm going to tell you about that. But yeah, and on top of that too, Tesla already has a built-in dash cam. I don't have a built-in dash cam. I do have cameras, but I don't have a built-in dash cam. And the reason why that's important, because my cameras only function in the sense of like, for what I can see from inside the car. Nothing's being recorded. So I have to actually get an external camera to then record those situations, so I have proof whatever happens, etc. And sensory mode, so if I'm not even in the car and if something does happen to my car, I can have that picked up without, So there's a lot of benefits having a Tesla. Some of y'all not gonna like me, on the idea of getting a Tesla, but I'm getting a Tesla. I'm getting a 2023 Model 3 Tesla. That's the plan. But I talk too much. I gotta get going. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.